Hi there. I just I've compiled this video basically to give a understanding of what QTP frameworks are. Yes, I know there are hell lot of videos which do talk about QTP frameworks, and even I did browse a lot of them, but most of them do talk about just they give a heck of it like they just started like if it's an hour session, you'll be having a 5 to 10 minute session which will throw up an introduction of what a framework is to promote their trainings. But in this video you can basically find uh, yourself by the end of the video where you can develop a QDB framework from the scratch. So we are going to try out the hybrid driven framework, and even before going to that, let me give a quick understanding of what a hybrid driven framework is all about. So as we know, we have different sets of different frameworks in the testing arena. Like we have the modular framework, we have keyword driven framework, we have data driven framework, and each of them did get their name basically on depending upon the process, like how you arrange the things. Basically framework is nothing but how you arrange the things. It's like you have a library wherein you will be arranging the books in the racks, depending upon, like, say, the fiction related, all the fiction books will be in the fiction rack, so that you can directly pick it up within no time, and after reading that you can place it in the same rack. So maintenance will be easy. Similarly, while writing this QDB scripts also, during the script development, we write the scripts in such a way that we get the benefits like maximum reusability and minimum maintenance, or ease of maintenance rather, I would say ease of maintenance. So these are the two key benefits, or the major benefits, that we are going to look at while writing the scripts and moving them onto your framework. So framework is nothing but arranging the scripts in such a way that we get the benefits like ease of maintenance and maximum reusability. So when it comes to different set of frameworks, we have the keyword driven framework, which is nothing but you write the functions, or you write the business, we take the business functionalities into consideration, and then you develop the scripts in such a way that they can be reused. Basically functions are called as the keywords. You have low level keywords and high level keywords as well. So likewise, we have the data driven framework, where the data is being segregated and the data drives the test, where the test is a single one, but the data, we have chunks of data like 10-15 items for a simple login and password. Like if you have 10-15 sets of login and password, you need to set the and you need to test the login functionality. Here the functionality keeps the same, like the functionality will be the same, but the data keeps on changing, where the data is driving the test. We call it as a data driven test. And earlier we were discussing about the high level keyword driven framework, where we are writing the functions as reusable functions, which are nothing but keywords, and you frame them or arrange them into chunks where they talk about the same module from the business perspective. We call it as a modular framework. So this is at the high level at 30,000 feet, or beyond that even, where you can look at the different frameworks. So if I pick each of these best practices, or each of these processes, or each of these items which we did discuss from each of the frameworks, and if I use that for my framework, I call it as a hybrid framework. Basically it's tailored, taking the best practices from the other frameworks and customized as per the need of the hour, that is as per the need of the project. So we are going to develop a hybrid driven framework here. So for that, I'll quickly walk you through the application which we're going to use from the business standpoint. And so there are three things. One is application overview. Like I said, I'll be walking you through the application, and I will explain the business functionality, and we'll quickly look at the functionalities which we are going to automate and we're going to pick a few out of them, and then we are going to talk about the hybrid framework. That's what I said. So we'll be discussing the different folders and the set of files that move into those folders, and how those are going to help you. And third one is run it, you know, and see how it helps on the grounds of ease of maintenance and maximum reusability. And also one more thing, one more benefit is that we can what we can yield from what we can get from a keyword driven framework that can be implemented in hybrid framework as well is a layman or one who doesn't have any expertise on QTP or the automation even can run the automation suite without any basic knowledge of automation. So that's one more thing which we're going to target at. So for that we'll be using the automation object model. And coming back, so the main intent of having this video is to make the people uh, good enough, or strong enough, or having the basic knowledge to crack the interview questions on frameworks. And also for those of those QTP practitioners, or those who are using QTP or does have a basic knowledge of QTP and are trying to implement QTP frameworks, for them this would be like it will help you a lot to implement a framework in your area, on your project. And also for those guys who are trying to crack the interviews on the framework, QTP frameworks, this will help you a lot. So that's the intent behind that. And for now I'll conclude, and the video following this will have probably in a week or so I'll upload that video, which will help you to understand the the hybrid framework, and an application overview on the application which you're going to build it or develop it. And the third one is we are going to develop it, and you're going to see the initial step of considering a particular framework, that is the hybrid framework here, and to the closer, that is you have the framework in place, and you have the folder structure, you have the architecture, and you have the different files, different scripts in them, and you have a control script or a driver script. And you can see a functional tester who doesn't have any knowledge on the QTP or automation running it, and how you're going to maintain it as well. So that the entire video that I'm going to upload in a week or so will help you basically to crack the interviews. So have fun and keep writing.